Yo, what is up? I'm Zach. Welcome back to my channel of RWBY Mythology. Today I bring you guys part 3 of What If Yang Was a Saiyan? And I know sorry for taking so long for the past 2 or 3 weeks now because, well, let's just say I just getting tired and exhausted at work. So, yeah, better late than ever. And, yeah, a lot of things been going on right now. So that's the reason why it took so long. And, part 3 is something I have been waiting on to do something because I have some ideas how I want to go with this one. But there's something I want to address, and that is, well, there are going to be moments that I'm going to be focusing on, not going back into, like, talk about one thing, then talk about another, this and that, and, oh boy, this is going to be fun. And again, if you have not seen the last 2 previous parts before you guys come over here, because this story will not make any sense to you. And again, I'm honestly surprised that part 1 was the longest and part 2 was kind of a little bit short than, well, the first part, because I had a feeling that part 2 was going to be short because volume 2, it doesn't change anything, just on a little bit effect. And I did kind of honestly forgot. I think I kind of forgot or didn't mention it about that Penny is not only was created in the Atlas tech, but also been created mix of the Atlas tech with the Saiyan tech. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that in the last previous part. I probably did. So. And also, I forgot to mention on, well, part 1 and part 2 about, since, like I said, that Penny has the part of the Saiyan tech mixed with the Atlas tech. So, I forgot to mention one simple thing. Penny could actually scan to people of their names and their, their bio and also their power levels. Yeah, the power level thing will still exist for only Penny and the other 2 I have in mind. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. So that's kind of my fault. So basically, Penny is kind of like, Android 16 and 19, because they're like the only 2 people that actually could scan people, like, other than, well, Android 17 and 18, they couldn't do that. Only just 16 and 19, that's it. So, I forgot to mention that. So, yeah, I forgot they could do that. So, yeah, that's kind of my fault on that part. And, yeah, that's basically it I have to say. So, with that out of the way, let's just go ahead and dive right into this. But, like I said before, I'm going to focus on one simple thing to another, not going back into. And there's one thing I want to address first, and that is, well, Crow against Winter, because Winter arrived just like in canon, and both Winter and Crow have their fight like as usual. That doesn't change. And, of course, the conversation between Ozpin, Ironwood, Glinda, and Crow had the discussion about the enemies here and why Ironwood brought, the fleets and everything like that, just like at the original. But Ironwood's scroll is still hacked, so that still remains the same as usual. That doesn't change at all. So yeah, that's one thing I want to bring that up first. And the sports festival, the festival tournament, that does play the same. Team RWBY won their match. Team Juniper won their match. And they both, spend the time together to, party for their victory and whatever. And decide on who's going to be the 2v2 matches. That plays out the same. That we have, well, as usual, that Weiss and Yang facing off against, well, the 2 members of Team Funky. So that plays out the same. And let's just say the 2 members of Team Funky got their kind of like their ass whooped. And so yeah, Yang and Weiss won their match against those 2. Penny, well, it was just Penny by herself with, I forgot her name. So basically the match Penny had against a two-member team, Conan, whatever the team name is. Yeah, Penny just beat them with these, like, 5 seconds, and that was it. And, the match between Mercury, Emerald against Coco and Yasuhashi, that plays out the same as usual. Nothing quietly changed at all. So, yeah, everything plays out the same in the tournament festival, the festival tournament, or whatever you fucking call it. So, yeah, everything plays out the same. And, of course, Yang does go to 1v1, the single match. 1v1 match. That still plays out the usual. That doesn't change. So, I just want to bring that up. And meanwhile, with, Cinder, Emerald, and Mercury in, their rooms, Cinder is looking out, blueprints of Penny, which plays out the same. But she does notice something in Penny's blueprint, and this caught her interest. She looks at the blueprints of Penny, notice that she's half part of the Atlas tech, and also learns about the other part of the tech is Saiyan tech, which something that she never heard of before. A Saiyan technology? This is new. So she decided to scroll more of this Saiyan tech. She finds everything. How the enemy towers is there without any gravity dust. And she learns that they're using Saiyan tech. And then she found the Saiyan pod, the ship. And she learns more about the Saiyans, the history. And this confusing and wondering, it caught Cinder interesting even more on how did they get their hands on these technologies. And learning that these technology are from another planet, out of space, of different race of aliens, these called Saiyans. And then she came across a file of Yang Xiaolong, a Saiyan race. She looks to her file and noticed that Yang is a Saiyan, not a Faunus. That explains a lot of the Saiyan tech. So basically, Ozpin, Onywood, and the people that in Ozpin Inner Circle kept this a secret to everyone in Remnant about they have an alien among us. So, yeah, Cinder knows. And, oh boy, that caught Cinder interest. And she dug deep even more about, the Saiyans and more the technology that Anya would have on the file. So, yeah, there's that. And what else? So basically things plays out as usual with Ozpin and Kra, the discussion about, they should find a new person to be the next new Fall Maiden, which is Pura. That plays out the same, that Pura accept to be the next Fall Maiden, and that plays out the same as usual. And now we get the semi-final, which is the single matches, 1v1. We got Yang versus Mercury. That plays out the same as usual. And, yeah, like I said, everything plays out usually the same. But when Yang about to leave, Yang tells Mercury to better luck next time, but Mercury says there will be no next time, Saiyan. This caught Yang confusing, and when she turns around, Mercury's go straight for the attack, and Yang basically just self-defends, and yeah, that plays out as saying that people thought Yang attacked Mercury even though she won. So, yeah, the illusion that Emerald did, that still plays out the same. And the Atlas drones approach Yang much more aggressive, like really fucking aggressive on Yang. And this is something that Underwood feared of a bit, and he has become a bit harsh on Yang and told her and her team are disqualified. So yeah, and Blank asked Yang like, did she did that, and this actually breaks Yang fully than the actual canon that she didn't do it. She didn't. She explained that like she was about to walk away and leave the arena, but Mercury straight up came to attack her, and she stand her ground in self-defense. So yeah, that's something. And yeah, that plays out the same, and we get the match between Penny and Pyrrha plays out the same. But Ruby noticed that Emerald is there. What the hell is going on here? So she goes in the back and sees Mercury's there. He's not injured at all. What is going on here? That plays out the same as usual at canon. But the fight between Penny and Pyrrha is actually close, because thanks to the Saiyan tech and giving her Penny the ability to scan of the power level of Pyrrha, let's just say Penny is close to Pyrrha's level. So I don't want to do the power level bullshit, so I'm not gonna name a number or whatever, so I'm not doing that. So basically, unfortunately, Penny still lose as usual, and Cinder broadcasts of everything about, like in the main canon, and she dropped the bomb on what the people that protecting you kept secret from you about Yang Xiaolong. And this caught everyone shocking and confused. And Cinder tells them that they've been keeping a secret of an alien amongst them, and told them that Yang Xiaolong is not from this remnant, not from this planet. She's an alien known as the Saiyan race, and her purpose to be here is destroyed or conquer the planet. And this caused fear to everyone and panicking to people, even shocked the members of Team RWBY, Team Juniper, even Sun. So basically, the people that Yang made friends with are disbelieved because they don't want to believe this. Yang doesn't believe it. Yang is at her breaking point. Like, no, this can't be true. No, she's lying. I can't be. No, I'm a faunus. She's at that breaking point. And you know how this shit turns out. The panic, fear, springs grim. So we have the Battle of Beacon plays out. So the students facing off the drones and the Grims, just like in the main canon, that doesn't change. Blake goes after Adam, and RWBY goes after Roman. So RWBY does face Roman and Neo, plays that similar same. Neo just gone, just like the original, and Roman gets eaten by a Grim, and Yang shows up at the battlefield and asks Weiss where is Blake and RWBY. Weiss tells Yang that RWBY is facing Roman, and Blake is going after the alpha of the White Fang. So yeah, so basically things plays out the same. Same goes for Onywood, Glinda, and Crow as usual. That plays out the same. And the fight between Cinder became the new Fall Maiden and facing up Ozpin and killing Ozpin just like the original. And of course, Pyrrha kissed John and send John away so he could be saved, so Pyrrha could face Cinder alone. That plays out in canon. So, yeah, basically everything event does plays out the same. Now we'll get into the part between Adam against Blake. Plays out the same as usual. Plays out as usual. And Adam actually tells Blake that he will make his mission to kill and destroy everyone and everything that she cared, that she loved. And he turns around hearing someone calling out her name, and that is Yang. And he said, starting with her. Blake doesn't want that. She tried to grab her weapon, and she tried to shoot Adam, but Adam blocks it and cuts Blake's arm off, and she screamed out in pain, holding her hand, what is left, her arm, and after that, Adam stabbed Blake at the same spot, just like in the main canon, the same stabbing wound that she had in the main canon. She screamed out even more pain, agonizing, the pain of her arm, the pain of where the blade is now, and this shocked Yang, and her body frozen. Her body stopped. Her body is stiff, not moving an inch. And Adam moved the blade out of Blake, plays it back to the sleeve, and her body, she just stand there completely stunned, can't move, couldn't even react. Kind of like how Gohan was, when Cell crushed Android 16's head. Yeah, that's basically what Yang is right now. And she's feeling the pain. She have her other arm, she can't even make up her mind, she's bleeding off her side, but her arm is bleeding, and she's crawling up, tossing and in pain. She doesn't know what to do. When Blake opened up her eyes, and Yang sees the tears in Blake's eye, the pain, the agonized, the hurt that she's feeling right now. Blake, the person that Yang cared, the person that she trusts, her best friend, the person who supported Yang, and whatever worse, Yang was the only person treating Blake like a normal person. And then it clicked. Something snapped. Her body shaking. Her heart is beating fast and faster and faster. She started to, like she's about to snap. The cloud comes around. Thunder and lightning roars like a dragon coming out of the volcano of some sort. And everyone's seen this. It is about to rain or something. And Yang screams out and says, "Get away from her!" The scream that she felt, the power burst out, golden aura shooting out from the sky, kind of like Goku Black when he went Super Saiyan Rose, that sort of thing. Her hair turned from black to golden. Her tail turned from brown to golden. And flaming yellow aura appeared around her. Her eyes opened from purple to shade of blue. Everyone had to cover their eye of seeing this. After the light clears out, both Adam and Blake open their eyes, are shocked and stunned when they're seen right in front of them. They see Yang, a new look, a different person, not person, you know what I meant, a new look of herself. Yang has become a Super Saiyan. And this shocked everyone. And they don't know what this is about. And let's just say Yang is giving the same look like how Gohan looked when he gave it to Cell. Yeah, that's what Yang gives the same look to Adam. And this is make Adam interest. So, without other word, Yang jumps in the battle, just like in the canon, and Adam is prepared. Right after Adam tried to use his attack to cut off Yang's arm, he thought he hit her, but he didn't. Somehow, out of nowhere, Yang is right behind him. How? He had her. He was literally right in front of him. How did he miss? He was about to go straight to attack. Yang literally punched, like uppercut, like brute force uppercut, not like aim to the chin, like boom, right to the guts. And out of nowhere, after Adam coughing up, spitting blood, something glowing underneath Adam. Adam looks down and see a blue energy aura appeared in Yang's arm. And without other word, the energy shoots out of Yang's arm, send Adam away to the battle, knock Adam out cold or a break with a burnt body, like a burnt side of his chest, low stomach, and a little bit chunk of cut marks of his right side chest and his arm bleeding. Yeah, Adam is out. He's out of the battlefield. Alright, sorry about that. But anyway, so yeah, right after that, Yang turns around and pick up Blake. And Blake is lost for words, but after she sees the look of Yang, she's actually scared. She never see Yang get pissed like this. Sure, Yang does get pissed, like a little, but she never seen Yang like this. And after lost a lot of blood, she passed out. And without another word, Yang flew off, like literally just flied without even notice. She's not in the mine at the moment. So she flies off, head towards where the others at, and Sun, Ren, and Nora sees a yellow person, a yellow aura coming straight towards them. Lands down and sees that is Yang. Both Ren, Nora, and Sun saying that they were shocked, and they noticed that Blake is on her arm, injured, lost an arm. So both Ren and Nora and Sun grabbed and helped out and approached Yang. I can't get the word. And Yang lowers Blake down to the ground. And after that, why I keep saying Blake? Yang just start to cry. She started to cry, and after that, she's powered down to a base form and collapsed right next to Blake. Kind of like similar in the main canon, but both of them are out of commission, so they both passed out. So, yeah, that did cause a lot of stress on Yang. So, when White and Ruby arrived, she sees Yang out conscious and see Blake injured, lost an arm, and been stabbed. And Sun explained what just happened. They explained that Yang came here and all golden hair, golden tail, and golden aura and blue eyes of some sort. And just like the original, White and Ruby is going out to define John and help Pyrrha, but that doesn't change. That plays out the same in canon. So, yeah. That's, sorry, Pyrrha. Pyrrha still dies, just like the original, and RWBY unlocks her power of her silver eyes, just like in the main canon. So, basically, in one day and one night, both Yang and RWBY unlock their newfound power. Yang unlocked the power of a Super Saiyan, and RWBY unlocked her power of her Silver Eye abilities. So, that's interesting. So, you could say the two girls are something special, in a way. So, yeah. So, basically, the aftermath plays out the same. Crow and RWBY discussed about, the Silver Eye Warriors. And Crow and Ty actually told RWBY about Yang is okay, that she's with Blake, and Blake's still out, and they managed to stop the bleeding, and she's gonna be out quite a bit. So, yeah, so basically, Yang is with Blake, and RWBY, towards Yang, and when Yang sees RWBY, Yang is straight up hugs Yang, and RWBY hugs Yang back, and she's glad that RWBY is okay, that she's alright, and she's happy for it, but she felt still guilty about Blake, that she got injured because of her, and she felt it's her fault. And RWBY asked, where's Wise? Why she's not here? And Yang tells RWBY about Wise's father came and took her back to Atlas. So, there's that. And, yeah, that doesn't change either. And Yang is on the side of that her whole life was a lie. That she's not a faunus, that what she believes in. Even RWBY was shocked that she didn't know about it. And yeah, and she doesn't know what to say on this part. So basically you could say things doesn't go well. And I can't remember, if I remember correctly, it's fall in season 3, so basically it has to be somewhere October, November, somewhere around those area. So let's say it's in October, and it's been a month. Let's say, before RWBY, John, Ren, and Nora decided to head down to Haven Academy, before that, right after, let's say a month, like 2 or 3 weeks later, Blake finally woke up. Yeah, she's been out quite a lot, because she did kind of lost a lot of blood there, and she was this close of dying if it wasn't for Yang. So, yeah, there's that. And, when Blake woke up, and Yang was never left by her side. She never left. She's always there for her. And when Yang woke up, she's happy that she's okay. And she decided to go inform her father about that she wakes up. Let's give her some food and drink. That because she must be hungry or thirsty, because Blake asks she wants something to eat and drink. After Blake have her meal and have some food and drink, and she's really thankful for them for taking care of them for the past 2 or 3 weeks, but she can't stay here because, well, her past came to haunt her, and she doesn't want them to get involved again, and doesn't want them to get hurt because of her. But instead of Yang saying something, Sun shows up, because, well, keep this in mind, he does care for both of the two girls, so he decided to come and visit Blake, because, yeah, Blake needs that person to, look after her. So basically, Sun gave Blake the same treatment about, you don't get to decide on what we should do our life and what should we do our own decision. You don't have basically saying that, like in Canada, you don't make a choice of our decision. You made your choice, I made mine. That sort of thing. So, basically, Blake thanks Sun, and she decided to stay and rest and recovered. Now, in this version, the reason why Sun followed Blake and not with his team, because his team went to Haven Academy a lot before Team RWBY showed up. Now, in this version, Sun is able to go with his team to head down Haven Academy. So basically, RWBY tells Sun that he will see them soon because she's planning on going to Haven Academy, which Sun is can't wait to meet them again. And they both, need some rest and all, so that plays out the same. But the question is, Blake is going to have that mechanical arm instead of Yang. Since Yang still have her arm still, and that sort of thing. So, yeah, that still plays. So, yeah, that's something different. And so, basically, yeah. And not only that, Blake does have the nightmare similar to Yang in a way. So, yeah, Blake will have that nightmare instead of Yang. So, whenever Blake have that nightmare, Yang is always there for her. And when it's winter, RWBY asks Yang if Yang could go with her. Yang declined that because she wants to be here with Blake, and there's something that she needs to deal with. Which RWBY wants to, brag about it, but she doesn't. Because, yeah, it's the best not to, and Blake needs someone to look after her. So, RWBY understand, and RWBY and Yang have their fair share of hug and say their goodbyes until they meet again. But Yang tells RWBY about, don't say goodbye. I hate goodbyes. If you get that reference, then leave it in the comment section down below. And so, John, RWBY, Ren, and Nora, aka Team Ranger, on their journey to head down the Haven Academy. But with Crow keeping an eye on them with Yang's asking to look after them, which Crow does. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to end this part here. And holy shit, I didn't expect this one's going to be longer than, longer than the first part, I guess. I might have to check that out later by this recording. So if it is longer than the first part, then holy shit. So what do you guys think? What is your thoughts, your opinions? New event has changed. Yang unlocked her newfound power as a Super Saiyan. That sort of thing. And also, there's one thing I want to give you guys an end credit, actually. Well, in Atlas, at the, let's just say the Happy Huntresses hideout, HQ in a way. Let's just say there's someone in the cave wearing all cloak, mind his own business, and he felt that energy. He heard about the news about this Yang is a Saiyan, and this caught his attention, and he lets Robin know that he needs to go out, and he won't be back for a bit. So Robin asks him, "Where are you going?" she asks. He tells her that he needs to visit the Saiyan girl, this Yang Xiaolong that has been brought on the news. And that is where I'm going to end this part here. Who is this guy in the black cloak? What does he want to see? What does he want with Yang? Well, we just gotta wait to find out until part 4, and then would we? But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channels, my social media, my Discord server, all that be down below. You guys know the drill. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. RWBY is love, RWBY is life. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys later.